There's this part of adulting life that is called house hunting. That thing will always humble you, especially kama wewe ni bachelor. And you are always on a budget. You know, well-managed people cannot relate with this. Because some of us really remember the first experience of finding a house on a deadline. Maybe umepata job and you have to start in like a week's time. So, you have to move with time. It's your first job. Umekula dhaguro kiasi cha haja. You just don't have much options. So, since Nairobi is one big bedroom, you call your ninjas and give them very clear instructions that you are sending them to this noble mission. Instructions ni, keja ikuwe bedsitter, between 8K, ikienda sana, if you stretch your budget, around 10K. Ikuwe karibu na barabara, na isikuwe karibu na church. Usijali Morio, we got you. Well, now comes the first part of the logistics. Living closer to work will cost you more than living in a satellite town. So, assuming that maybe you're working in town. So, with your thin budget, you find that you have to start life in the outskirts of the city. And after weighing out a few of the options that you are offered, and unaona maybe from the few options that you have, if there are any, the house that you finally settled for is just a bed sitter in the ground floor. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I usually find sleeping in a new house so difficult. Ndio kwa insha tulikuwa tunaandika tunasema unapata usingizi wa mangamungamu. Kukaa tu kiasi ukidhani unapata usingizi unaanza kusikia krr krr, some weird movements. You've watched quite a number of horror movies and you are a little bit scared, especially when it comes to moving to new houses. But you take a step of faith and go to check what could that be, because the last time you checked you are the only living being in that house. Ukienda kuangalia unapata kumbe uko na mende wote wa kila race. Uko na mende wa Chinku, uko na mende wa Arabu, uko na mende Black American, uko na mende sampuli yote. Uko na hadi mende Goliath na mende Bradley, wengine wakubwa kuliko wao wengine. Uko na hadi mende wengine ni maalbino. Now you start questioning your life decisions, because how come huku notice hizi mende ile time ulikuwa unatafuta hii nyumba? 2 months down the line, the rainy season is here. Umekula hii vumbi ya Nairobi kama nyoka. And now, because the rain is coming, you feel that, acha vumbi ipungue. Little do you know that your own meat is also becoming your own poison. Based on the assumption that you are working in Tao. So, because of your thin budget, you can only afford to live in the outskirts of the city. And after weighing out a few of your options, if at all they are any, because we know zinaweza kosa. Unaweza kosa nyumba. Ama upate umepata nyumba moja, hauna options zingine za kucompare, because una move in the middle of the month. So, you've settled for a bed sitter in the ground floor of a 5-story building. You're kind of happy with the place because, it serves your needs and you comfort yourself because, it's just for the time being. Well, you come to realize that this place is darker than black. It can be 2 p.m., but the lights are always on. So you remember the parable of the 10 virgins who are waiting for their grooms. So your lamp has to always have enough oil. So token haziwezi isha kwako, zikiisha kwako utakuwa kwa giza hata kama ni mchana. Kwanza ikupate kama ulikuwa unakunywa pombe, you think that umekunywa ile kitu inafanya wale watu wakuwe blind. 2 months down the line and the rain season is here. Umekula vumbi Nairobi kama nyoka, umekuwa ukihope that vumbi itapungua. So the rains are here na vumbi imeanza kupungua. Little do you know that your own meat is becoming your own poison. The rain came with wall dampness. Sasa walls zako zinakaanga kama majimaji rebellion. Mekatilidi wa menza. Actually, nowadays unakaanga tu kuna kioma fulani ya kiishangi. Following things like unaanza kusikia umeshikwa na pneumonia. You actually want to kuhama, but your M-Pesa balance, both in the present and the future, are saying, hey, not so soon, boy. Tulia hapo. So you're always praying that the Lord will take away this bitter cup of suffering. And Maybe after a year or two, you have finally made to move out. Makofi kwako, makofi tena. Well, now you have enough money, maybe hata unaweza afford nyumba ya 20k. Kwani iko nini? Si dream ni kutoka kwa block. Now, even after being able to afford a decent living, you come to realize that you can't have your cake and eat it. Unlike last time, where you were finding a house as a matter of urgency, this time you have all the time. Haujatuma mbogi, haujatuma dispatch team. You want to be the one on the ground. You want to choose everything as per your specifications. You want to make sure that you cross the T's and dot the I's. Kila kitu iko on point kama decimal. But boy, kwa ground vitu ni different. Yes, you might be able to get a better place than where you were from, but it won't fit your exact needs. I personally love a big kitchen. But unapata ka kitchen kengine kadogo, saying that this is something I can work with since the bedroom is big enough, but the closets are not exactly how I would prefer them. Kuna nyumba zingine ulikuwa umeona ziko na closets inakaa poa, but sasa shida hii nyumba ilikuwa na closet inakaa poa nayo, in as much as the kitchen is big, hawana balcony. Maybe the sitting room is big enough, the bathroom is big enough, so you end up choosing the house. Then kuna zile situations zingine after kuchagua nyumba huwezi avoid, and they are just a deal breaker, like the colors. Kikuyu landlords, are you with us? Now, there are other factors. I would term them as external factors. Zile zinakupata, you were at a very nice place, you were living very comfortably until something happened. Like the building of a church, the holiest of all ghost churches, has come and put a branch hapo kwenyu nje. They have a very nice choir that has mastered the art of singing off-key and off-beat. They are the ones who can define to you the difference between music and organized noise. The difference between making a joyful noise unto the Lord and making noise to the Lord. Actually, you had considered what is the proximity of the nearest church or the nearest club before uchague nyumba. But they decided to do it right outside your doorstep, hapo kwa balkoni yako nje. Lakini kanisa litajengwa na kina nani? Kanisa lazima lijengwe. So, the only way out of such trauma is when the place ni controlled, where there is controlled development, mahali unajua hautapigiwa na kanisa, hautapigiwa kelele na kanisa. Someone would just come and decide to set up a church there. Hata inaweza kuwa ni kiosk alafu unapata imewekwa kanisa, na hata wako na some very powerful mics, and you are definite that hawa watu wakiwa peke yao hapo, even when they whisper to each other they can communicate. Na unajua history ya kutumianga these public address systems, especially kwa utu kanisa tu wenye wamefungua tu kwa duka. It's a setup of a duka, lakini unapata kuna very powerful systems, na moja inaangalia nje. Is it to preach to the people outside or to the people inside? Muna target nani surely? Munafaa kuwa hata nyinyi mkikaa hapo nyinyi wenyewe muongeleshane nyinyi kwa nyinyi, mnaelewana in a better way, and it's actually more fun for you not using this address system. Hata muone kama token ya church mnaongeza bill bure. Sina ubaya by the way. But hiyo injili mnaambia nani? Mungu pia anaweza sikia kama hujawasha mic. He says that when you want to talk to him, you go to an inner room. He who sees what we pray in secret shall answer us in public. It's a bit emotional nikiongelea hii mambo ya kanisa na venye huwa anapiga kelele, especially when we want to sleep or we are working. It's not fair. It's not fair. Na hatujamaliza story za nyumba, hatujaguza mambo ya landlords, caretakers, agents, all kind of shenanigans around living in town. Tell me your story.